Hi everyone, you're watching Tamit Saleh's Tennis Forum, and wow, what a performance by Novak Djokovic. Was that his best performance since Wimbledon? He completely outclassed the young Denis Shapovalov. An amazing match, and I'm going to break it down for you, as well as talk about the semi-final against Grigor Dimitrov, the Rafa Nadal injury situation, and also what this victory means for Novak in terms of the year-end number one. If you haven't already, then please do subscribe, as I do release weekly tennis videos. But yeah, we have a lot to discuss in this video, so without further ado, let's roll the intro. So, Novak Djokovic has just won his 5th Paris Masters, a record extending amount, as he already held the most Paris titles with 4. He now has 34 Masters 1000 titles, which puts him just one behind the 35 won by Rafa Nadal. Another great battle between the two rivals. And with this victory, he reignites his hopes and chances for that year-end number one title. I'm going to start this video off by analysing the match with you guys. So in the first set, Novak Djokovic, he began serving, and I feel like what he does really well is he gets through that opening game really quickly, and straight away he seems to get that break of serve in that second game. He then wins the third, and then before you know it, he's 3-0 up and well on his way to the first set. I think he does that really well. Djokovic, he won his opening service game. Shapovalov, you could see that he was clearly nervous and a bit taken aback by the situation, because I mean, just watch his match against Monfils and you'll see the difference in contrast and quality that Shapovalov was playing in. There was too many unforced errors in that opening service game of his. I remember a few volleys, a few forehands that you would really expect Shapovalov to make. But I feel like that is also due to the fact that the aura that players like Novak and Rafa and Roger have, it's the fact that they always seem to make you play that one extra shot, which makes their opponents feel like they need to just, do that little bit extra. I feel like that happened yesterday in the Dimitrov match as well. As you know, Dimitrov was 5-4 up in the tiebreak on serve, and on the back of a really long, I believe 32-shot rally, he had a fairly comfortable a forehand volley which he missed, and that really, for me, that cost him the match, that one shot, and it's simply because he was going for that little bit extra. One thing about Shapovalov I noticed was that his when he's serving, that ball toss he does, he seemed to be having to redo it a lot. Like, I've not seen players that many times. I think probably I saw Venus Williams do it in the past, but the amount of times he was, just making a mess of that ball toss, I feel like that could be due to nerves as well. In terms of the serving, I actually thought Shapovalov didn't serve too badly. He had a lot of aces, a lot of unreturned serves as well, but he did have a few double faults at some crucial points. But on the whole, I don't think Shapovalov served too badly. By serving too badly, I do mean the first serves. If you look at the second serve percentage of points won by each player, I feel like this is where the match was won and lost. Novak Djokovic, 80% points won on second serve. That is just a ridiculous number. Shapovalov, 18%. That's just abysmal, really. And I believe that's where the match was won and lost. First serves, points won, it was all quite similar, but yeah, 80% to 18%, that is a lot. In the first set, 4-2, Djokovic was up, and then Shapovalov already, he threw his racket on the floor. He did rebound and go backwards, actually, and I feel like he was quite lucky to not hit anyone, but that just shows you the young nature and the mentality of Shapovalov. Djokovic, great shots in the opening set, and he seemed really from the word go that he was a man on a mission. The first set was wrapped up in less than half an hour, in 29 minutes, and in the second set, Shapovalov almost got to the worst start possible. He almost threw away the first game. by missing an easy volley that you would expect him to make. Simply, like I said earlier, Novak Djokovic making him play that one extra shot. However, he did manage to hold on to that game. Djokovic retrieving very well, and I must say one thing that doesn't get spoken about Novak Djokovic's match a lot, I believe, is his serving. I thought he served brilliantly all week. I think Novak Djokovic has been serving really well, but in this match especially, just the amount of it's his accuracy that's the main thing. The down the tees, the outside wides ones, painting the lines time and time again, and I believe his serving was brilliant today. The break in the second set came in the 7th game. In that game, actually, Novak was love 15 up. He then missed a very simple backhand down the line. And I thought, ooh, this could be a bit of a turning point. We could look back into this moment and see that is the key miss. However, Novak Djokovic, he went on to break that game and then, managed to close it out with 2 holds of serves. In the following game, in the 8th game, Shapovalov actually had his first and only break point of the entire match. Novak Djokovic played 3 very sloppy shots, but then on the break point, boom, serve, 1-2. Shapovalov didn't really have a chance in that break point. And that was it. That was the Paris Masters 1000 going to Novak Djokovic. I must say I love that trophy design. I've also read up that each branch of the trophy, they write down the players, and each round they came through with the winner's name on the bottom. I think that's a fabulous idea. I love that trophy. But Novak Djokovic wins his 5th record-extending Masters 1000 title in Paris. His 34th overall, like I've said earlier, only 1 behind Rafa, and it is well and truly on now for the year-end number 1. I'm going to quickly look at the poll results which I put out yesterday, asking who you thought would win Paris. In less than 24 hours, around 300 votes came in. Unsurprisingly, Novak Djokovic wins it. However, I feel like there was quite a high percentage of people voting for Shapovalov. It was 75% to Novak, 25% to Shapovalov. Going from their head-to-heads before this match, Novak Djokovic leads the head-to-head 3-0. All 3 matches actually came in 2019, and Shapovalov only won 1 set against Novak, which was earlier on in the year at the Australian Open. After that, in Rome and Shanghai, very one-sided results, 6-1, 6-3, and then in Shanghai, 6-3, 6-3. So quite surprising that he got 25% of the votes. And also one thing I'd just like to add about their match was, I feel like the scoreline actually flatters Shapovalov. 6-3, 6-4 is quite a respectable scoreline. However, for me, the match was not a 6-3, 6-4 encounter. And only 3 rallies in the entire match was more than 9 shots. It was very quick, just over an hour. Very short rallies. Novak Djokovic dominating any length of rallies. But yeah, only 3 rallies outside or more than 9 shots. But yeah, that was your poll results. I was quite surprised. Like I've said, I will be releasing another poll for future videos, and I do enjoy the fact that you guys are participating in these polls. I want to quickly mention that, unfortunately, as you know, I did put a post out yesterday, the breaking news. Rafa Nadal injured himself, his abdominal, during one of his last serves, as he says, during practice before the Denis Shapovalov match. He wanted to play, but the doctors advised him not to. One thing I really don't like about the tennis community in general is that we seem to be overcritical and all these conspiracies on when players are injured. I think that is not right. I've seen comments saying that Rafa is not injured. He just, he knew he was going to lose to Shapovalov, all this stuff. And to be honest, it's not just Rafa. I feel every player faces it. When Novak withdraws or gets injured, people are saying he's faking it. When Rafa's doing it, there's always these conspiracy theories. And I feel like it's now time, with these big 3 members reaching the end of their careers, we just need to be respectful, guys. If you believe, this is my feeling, if you believe whichever one of the big 3 you support, if you think they are the best player in ever or in the world, then it is only because of the other 2. Simple as. If you think Djokovic is the best, why? Because of the competition he's had from Rafa and Roger. Likewise, if you think Rafa is the best, it's only because of the competition from Djokovic and Federer, and likewise for Federer, that these guys have elevated themselves. So please be respectful of all of these players. I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope you did enjoy my reaction and analysis. Some future videos that will be coming up. As you know, Rafa Nadal midnight tonight will become the world number one. But how long will he stay there for? He's roughly, or he is 540 ranking points ahead of Novak Djokovic now. Djokovic didn't lose a set all tournament in Paris. He's now got to replicate that kind of form in London. You will be getting a lot more videos. You'll be getting on My Tennis Tuesday a live update of the ATP rankings and race. You'll be getting another video on how the London ranking point system work, all of that, and what Novak needs to do to overhaul that 540 point gap to Rafa now. And also, as you may have, I announced it a while back, I have tickets to the final of the World Tour final. So I'm thinking of doing maybe a vlog, or I'll be getting some good footage out for you guys. Like always, please do leave a comment below. I appreciate everything you guys have to say. I do enjoy reading all your comments. I try to respond to most, if not all of them. But yeah, let me know what you think. How was Novak Djokovic's performance? How will London go? And what does this mean for the year-end #1 debate? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel for future videos. Thank you very much.